All right, hello. I'm here trying to sell my Friedman Pink Taco PT20 amplifier. I'm going to move the computer over. I'm kind of limited because I'm shooting with my computer as my camera, so I'm going to turn it around so you can see what I'm doing with the knobs on the amplifier when I play it. I am using a PRS, get myself back in frame here, PRS CE 24. I'm going to use this because I can take it from, it's got a coil split on it, so I can give you a single coil and a humbucker sound at the same time without having to switch guitars. So further ado, let me turn the camera towards the amplifier there. Hopefully you can see it good. This is a 2014 model. I bought it new. And at that time, they did not put the gain voicing control on it, gain control, or I forget exactly what they call it. It's this little switch right here. This came out in 2016, so I sent it back to Friedman and had them install this. Dave Friedman's noted for doing mods and was happy to do this for me. So what this, I believe it's called a gain structure switch. What it essentially does is increases or decreases sort of the level of gain you're using. So I'm going to start out in the middle position with its sort of lowest setting. Got the amplifier dimed. It's the master control is here. It's on full tilt. I got a gain control. You're getting a little bit of fuzz. That's coming from the microphone, I think. I'll get the microphone away from the guitar. Anyhow, I'll play for a minute. Let's see how she sounds. This is everything right now will be in humbucker position on the guitar. I'm going to start out with it on the bridge pickup, and then I'll switch her into the middle and then up to the top so you can sort of get a feel for what's going on. Go with both pickups in the middle here. Started out with the controls kind of with the bass heavy and the mids drop down and the treble all the way up. So I put them all at 0 for or 12 o'clock now, so everything's in the middle. Switch it up to the middle pickup. Flipped it over so I'm on the neck pickup. Again, everything's in the middle. This is the lowest gain stage. I'll play for a second or two more and flip her up to the middle gain stage. So I was just kind of rolling the volume up and down on the guitar control. This is the guitar straight into the amplifier, no effects. I do have a reverb unit, which I'll flip in. I've got hooked through the effects loops. I'll turn that on in a second or two. Let me take it into single coil mode. Hopefully, yeah, this microphone's driving me nuts. There's an old cable on it, so get away from it. So that's just kind of in the single coil mode. I've been flipping back and forth between the pickups and rolling the gain off up, or rolling the volume up and down on the guitar. Right now I've got the amplifier dimed, which means you're pretty much hearing power tube distortion, what distortion you hear. I've got the gain thrown back. I'm going to change it, so I'm going to put the master volume at 4 and roll the preamp gain up to 6. It's a good sound. 4 and 6 seems to work good with this amplifier. 4 on the gain, 6 on the volume, on the master volume, or flip it around, 4 on the master volume, 6 on the gain. So try that. So what I just did, I scooped the mids, brought the bass up, brought the treble up, dropped out the mids, brought the gain up, the master up to about, 8 o'clock, and the preamp gain sitting right about 6 still, so just past noon. Got the humbuckers back on too, took it out of single coil mode, so. right, so that's the lowest of the gain stage settings. This thing is a flamethrower. It will crank out some heavy metal sounds if you want it to. I kind of wanted to show it on the lower end. I think it's sort of gotten a reputation for being a flamethrower, and it's a very versatile amp. I mean, you can roll the volume off of it just a little bit. It's real touch sensitive. It cleans up if you want to get a nice sort of nice chimey sort of sound. Anyhow, I'm going to quit touching the microphone because it's got a short in it someplace. Every time I put my hand on it, I get the start grounding through it somehow. So let me change this up so we're in the the middle gain stage. Switch to the left, and I'm going to leave it in humbucker mode. Again, this is middle. I've got the guitar on humbucker mode, playing in the neck position. Move it down to the bridge real fast. Got kind of a nice high watt sound to it in that middle position. Sort of get that nice Pete Townsend era live at Leeds breakup on it. It's just a marvelous sound and amp. I hate to sell it, but I'm singing the I got to sell my amplifiers because the wife wants to remodel the bathroom blues. So. Give it a second or two in single coil mode. And this right now, I've got the master volume dime, so I'm gonna take it and put some, roll it back just a little bit and put some of the preamp gain into it so you can hear the. Starting to get a little natural feedback there. We'll take it up to the top gain stage now. Sort of give you an idea what the fire breathing's all about. Hold on. Okay, this is definitely on the top gain stage. This is where it played when I first got it, and then I mean just really smokes, man. It's a great sounding amp. You can't believe for 22 pounds of amplifier how loud this thing gets. The EL84 tubes on this sound much closer to EL34s. Just holding the bottom on this thing tight. I mean, just amazing. Really, it does. I've got a high watt DR103 over there, and it gets that sort of same nice tight chug as the high watt does in the sort of the Marshalls of the 70s era. Plexi sound. So let me take it and play a little bit more. This again with the high gain stage on. I'm going to be on the bridge pickup with the humbucker mode. So. Even still in high gain mode, you roll the volume down on your guitar and flipped it up in a single coil for a minute. right, I'm going to take it back to the lowest gain stage, and I'm going to flip some reverb on just to give you a feel for the effects loop on this thing. It's really nice, just perfect transition, no real latency, it sounds as good as if you had an onboard reverb on your Fender Deluxe Reverb, So let me put this in. Just using a Holy Grail reverb, running straight back into the effects loop. Ooh, that's that microphone cord again. Never mind the man behind the curtain. Switch it up real fast. I've only got one 9-volter sitting here in the studio with me today, so I'm going to switch it over to a tremolo unit, so you get the full deluxe reverb effect out of it. Just a Boss Tremolo 2, TR2. Beautiful. All right, this thing's getting a little long, but I wanted to give you a sort of a full idea how, the ranges it sounds. Apologies for the microphone cord. Like I say, man, the more I play it, the more I don't want to sell it, but I got to get some cash together or we're going to have an unhappy wife, and we can't have an unhappy wife. That ain't good. I've got several of my amps going up for sale. This is going to be one of them. Like I say, if you're interested, feel free to contact me with any questions. I travel a bit during the week, but I'm almost always home on weekends. I'll certainly try and get back to you as quickly as possible with anything. I appreciate your interest, and let me know. Talk to you later.